the entrance of the meeting tent. These things will be offered before the Lamb, so that the person can become clean. Bwana asifiwe. Tunafuatilia? Very good. Then the priests, that's 24, the priests will take the lamb for the guilt offering and the oil, and he will lift them up to show they were offered before the Lord. Then he will kill the lamb of the guilt offering, take some of its blood and put it on the tip of the right ear of the person to be made clean. The priests will put some of this blood on the thumb of the right hand and on the big toe of the right feet of this person. He will also pour some of this oil into his own left palm. He will use the finger of the right hand to sprinkle some of the oil that is in his left palm 7 times. The oil that is in his palm on the same place. Will put some of the oil on the tip of the right ear of the person to be made clean. The priest will put some of the oil on thumb of the right hand and on the big toe of the person's right feet. He will put the oil that is left made clean. In this way, he will make that person pure before the Lord. Tumefika fasi. Tell your neighbor verse 30. 30 says, the priest must offer one of the doves or young pigeon. He must offer whichever the person can offer. He must offer one of these parts as a sin offering, and the other part a burnt offering. He must offer the bird with the grain offering. In this way, the priest will make that person pure before the Lord, and that person will become clean. These are the rules for making people clean after they become well from a skin disease. These are the rules for those who cannot offer the regular sacrifice for becoming clean. I'm giving the land of Canaan to your people. Your people will enter that land at that time. I might cause mildew to grow in someone's house. The person who owns that house must come and tell the priests, I see some things like mildew in my house. What's that? What's mildew?
Ni kama umande mzito. Kiswahili inasema nini?
Mukla tusome, that's Leviticus 14 35.
Yeah. 35.
Kwa Kiswahili akiendelea kutafuta wacha tuwe so.
Defiling?
Defiling,
Yeah, molds.
Molds. Okay. Then the priests must order the people to take everything out of the house before he goes in to look at the mildew. Then the priest will not have to say everything in the house is unclean. After the people have taken everything out of the house, the priest will go in to look at the house. He will look at the mildew. If the mildew of the walls of the house has holes that are a green or red color, and if the mildew goes into the walls surface, he must go out of the house and look the house for 7 days. On the 7th day of the priest must come back and check the house. If the mildew has spread on the walls of the house, then he must order the people to tear out the stones with the mildew on them and throw them away. They must put these stones at a special and clean place outside the city. Then the priest must have the entire house scrubbed inside. The people must throw away the plasters that were scrubbed off the walls. They must put that plaster at a special and clean place outside the city. Then the new stones must be put in the walls, and the walls must be covered with the new plaster. Maybe someone took away the old stones and plaster and put in new stones and plaster. And maybe mildew again appears in the house. Then the priest must come in and check the house. If the infection has spread in the house, it is a disease that spread quickly to other places, so the house is unclean. The house must be torn down. All the stones, plasters, and pieces of wood must be taken to the special and clean place outside the city. Anyone who goes in that house will be unclean until evening. Anyone who eats in that house or lies down in there must wash their clothes. After new stones and plasters are put in a house, the priest must check the house. The priest must check the house. If the mildew has not spread through the house, the priest will announce that the house is clean because the mildew is gone. Then, to make the house clean, the priest must take 2 pieces of cedar wood, a piece of red cloth, and a hyssop plant. He will kill one bird in a clay bowl over running water. Then he will take the cedar wood, the hyssop, the piece of red cloth, and the living bird, and dip them in the blood of the bird that was killed over running water. Then he will sprinkle that blood on the house 7 times. In this way, he will use He will use these things to make the house clean. He will go to an open field outside the city and let the living bird to go free. In this way, the priest will make the house pure. The house will be clean. 54. These are the rules for any infection of leprosy, for mildew on pieces of cloth or in a house. These are the rules for swellings, rashes, or bright spots on the skin. These rules teach when something is clean and when something is unclean. These are the rules about these kinds of diseases. And that's the word of God. Vile nilisema nikianza ilikuwa mrefu. Usipochunga unaweza sinzia, usipochunga unaweza wachwa, usipochunga unaweza float. But ni vizuri